Alright guys, I know I've been gone for a while. I've been gone for like a couple days now. But we're gonna go ahead and get back into it. And today it is movie night, because, you know, it's a Monday. And I know I'm posting this a bit late, but I figured out we're gonna go ahead and watch this. And yeah. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. This one's called the Indestructible Soldier. This is like the most coolest guy. I think it's World War One, based on all the stuff. But I guess his soldier just couldn't die. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it.
The story I am about to tell you is a brutal one, but it also serves as an answer to the question, who is the most badass person to have ever walked this earth?
By the way, this is made by Mitzi Studio. I suggest y'all go subscribe to him if you like history stuff like I do. And if you like these types of videos. Anyways.
Well, that answer isn't so difficult. It should be this guy, Adrian Carton de Weert. Adrian was born in Brussels, Belgium on the 5th of May to an Irish mother and a Belgian father. His father, a successful lawyer, hoped his son would follow in his footsteps and achieve success in law as well.
Alright, so as we can go ahead and tell, he didn't follow in his footsteps. He is literally just called the Indestructible Soldier. He grew up from a rich background, but, I mean, I wouldn't, if I was him, I wouldn't have been a soldier, but I guess if he got drafted, he didn't really get a choice.
When Adrian was 19, he attended Balliol College in Oxford, or so his father thought. In reality, Adrian was already scouting where he would fight his first war. It wouldn't take long before he found himself embroiled in the Second Boer War in South Africa. In that moment, Adrian had a clear thought. I knew once and for all that war was in my blood.
Alright, so I'm going to say this real quick. A lot of people could feel this way. I'm saying this guy probably just thought that for the first part. He's probably a little bit crazy, on the crazier side. But the thing about that is, a lot of people don't really understand the true horrors of war. I mean, many people die. It's not like the armies and stuff depicted to be. I mean, because war, it's actually like, many people die. You literally go out there, you see your friends die. And it's honestly crazy. If you look at pictures and videos of old battle footage, you'll see that too. It is one of the most gruesome things we could ever have in this planet. It kills like thousands to millions. And there's also no really getting over it either.
Well, war was in his blood for sure, for the sole reason he didn't even care which side he would join. If the British didn't accept him, he was prepared to join the Boer army. As it turned out, the British thought he was a cool guy, so he joined their forces. Not long after, he and a few other British soldiers attempted to cross a river. That idea turned out to be a bad one. They were spotted by a few Boer people and fired upon. Adrian was shot in the stomach and again in the groin. He had...
Alright, so I'm going to say this real quickly. Most likely, if you did get shot in the stomach, you're probably going to die. Because it can hit, like, near your liver. And honestly, dude, I don't know how he didn't die. That is cool, because a lot of people would die if that happened to him.
To be evacuated from the battlefield to a field hospital. After being moved back to England, his father found out what his son was up to. It goes without saying that Daddy was very pissed. Regardless of losing his cool, his father said, screw it, and he was allowed to continue his military career back in Africa. Soon after his survival, he was promoted to corporal, but within 24 hours he was demoted again for threatening to bitch slap a sergeant. In hindsight, he might have better hit the sergeant because for the next 2 years, Adrian would mostly battle boringness with the lack of action on the front. By the end of 1902, he was sent to India, where he suffered from the same lack of action, although he could keep himself entertained by chasing pigs on horseback while shooting them or piercing them with spears.
I'm gonna be honest, that is a bit sad. They basically literally just took him and said, hey, you know what, you get the job, but you get the sucky part of it. I mean, listen, I'm gonna say this from my own standpoint real quickly. War isn't good, but if you enlist in the army and you're just sitting there, I think it's a bit boring. I mean, guard duty is not too bad, but honestly though, I wouldn't want to do the war part, because I wouldn't want to get shot. I'd like to hear what y'all would have to say, but honestly, I just don't want to die.
While doing so, he fell from his horse, breaking a few ribs and an ankle. In 1904, he moved back to South Africa, where he was promoted to supernumerary lieutenant, or whatever that means. After serving in the British Army for 8 years, he was formally naturalized as a British subject, swapping it for his Belgian nationality, which is a good thing, just in case you're wondering. A year later, he married Countess Friedricha Maria Caroline Henrietta Rosa Sabina Franzisek.
Holy long name, dude. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like 11 words right there in her name. Dude, that's like half though. If you think about it, it's not as long because Pablo Picasso, I'm pretty sure, had like 27 names in his full thing.
Franziska Fugger von Barbenhausen, the eldest daughter of Karl Ludwig Fugger von... never mind. Someone's dad. Despite being married, things were looking better for De Weert when World War I broke out. He was sent to Somaliland to fight the Dervish guerrilla army led by a guy nicknamed Mad Mullah. While cavalry charging a fortress on camelbacks, he was shot in the face 3 times. 1 bullet took out his left eye, 1 bullet made a hole in his ear, and another bullet double-tapped the same eye socket. Buggers. But he did get a medal for it, so it was not all bad news.
Dude, most likely if this did happen, he would have died. Most like any other soldier would have died. This guy, I guess, he has God on his side somehow. I don't know, bro. He has God on his side. I'm gonna be honest with you. God saved him 3 times right there. Actually 4, around 5. Dude, this soldier is already crazy. Cause think about it. If you get shot in your head, most likely you're gonna die, unless it's like your jaw or something. But if you get shot like where the brainstem is, and it goes through the brainstem, if you get shot in your head or like your eye, it could literally go straight to your brain. I'm surprised he didn't die.
By now, World War I was raging all over Western Europe. Despite having only 1 eye, he was still looking forward to getting back into the action. During the conflict, he was wounded 7 more times. On one occasion, half of his left hand was blown off. The field doctor refused to amputate his hand, so he tore off the 2 remaining fingers himself. Maybe he just wanted to make a point.
Dude, this guy is crazy. He literally he said, alright, well, you don't want to amputate my hand? He tore off his own 2 fingers. Dude, there was no reason he could have used those. Now he can't really fire a gun unless it's a pistol.
I mean, who can tell with this guy? During following battles, he was shot through the skull, which again did not kill him, of course. He was shot in the ankle, through the hip, and in his leg. 1 more bullet hit him again in the ear, hopefully the other ear this time for symmetry purposes. By showing...
This guy is literally indestructible. He's gotten shot probably somewhere near 20 times already. Been healed, been shot again. Dude, I'm surprised he's not dead yet. This guy is literally indestructible.
Skilled leadership and undeterred bravery, he received the Victoria Cross, the highest award for gallantry, which kind of figures. I mean, what else do you have to do? Most soldiers who returned from the front often kept silent about the horrors of trench warfare. That's if they were not shell-shocked or mentally disturbed already by the events. Adrian simply just got on with it. After World War I, there were still plenty of smaller conflicts taking place all over Europe. Therefore, De Weert could just look around to find another conflict to get involved in. The newly independent country of Poland was fighting a war with Soviet Russia, Czechoslovakia, Ukraine, and Lithuania. That sounded like fun for our boy Adrian, so in 1920 he moved to Poland to help them kill some of their neighbors. While doing so, he moved from place to place by plane, which crash-landed. Then he got on another plane, which also crash-landed. Probably De Weert got tired of crashing all the time, so he decided to move around by train, which was then attacked by a Cossack cavalry regiment, resulting in a fierce firefight. While using his only hand to fire a revolver, repelling the attackers, he fell off the moving train, but quickly managed to get back on it.
This guy's literally indestructible. He's fell off a train. He's been in 2 plane crashes, got shot around 20 times. He's literally insane. Dude, I don't know how he hasn't died yet. I honestly don't know how. I mean, think about this. Anyone who gets shot once usually dies. This guy's been shot somewhere near 20 times. Think about that for a minute.
After the Polish Wars ended, De Weert decided to stay in Poland. The Polish people loved him, and they expressed their gratitude by giving him a big-ass mansion, with a big-ass stretch of land.
I guess that's one way to go out.
And with a bunch of wildlife for him to shoot at. With so many years in active military service, De Weert was promoted multiple times. He reached the rank of Major General. You'd think this would be a great time to retire from active duty, having achieved so much, without being very, very dead. However, retirement does not include being shot at, so De Weert quickly moved to England when World War II broke out. During the German invasion of Norway, De Weert was transported by a short Sunderland flying boat, which was attacked by a German fighter, making the flying boat just a boat. While moving to their objectives,
Alright, so he basically survived another plane crash and getting shot by a plane almost.
they came under heavy naval fire from multiple German destroyers. The mission, together with the whole British expeditionary campaign, was pretty much fucked by this time. Nevertheless, De Weert managed to get back to the British naval base of Scapa Flow just before his 60th birthday. Not a long time after the failed Norwegian campaign and his 60th birthday, De Weert was reassigned to assist the Yugoslavian government with the German invasion in 1941. He was transported by plane, and yes, I can hear you think, this
Plane's gonna crash.
It's not going to crash.
No, it's gonna crash.
The engines on the plane stopped working, and his plane, well, also crashed. With the plane breaking apart under
Dude, I could already tell you that was gonna happen. He survived like 3 plane crashes already, almost 4.
the water, De Weert managed to escape the wreckage and swam towards the coast of Libya, which was controlled by Italian forces. Soon after reaching the shore, he was captured by the Italians and moved to a special prison for senior officers. Basically a regular retirement home, but with steel bars and thick stone walls. Equally depressing. Enough reason for De Weert to team up with a few other prisoners to prepare their escape. After 7 months of digging a tunnel with one hand, De Weert finally managed to escape the prison. After doing so, he tried to disguise himself as a local peasant to avoid detection. This plan had a few issues, considering he was 62 years old, had a white-ass skin color with sunburns, wore an eye patch, and was an amputee that did not speak one word of Italian. Good luck blending in with the locals. Well, despite cheating death about 100 times in his life, De Weert could not stop his inevitable capture. In 1943, the Italians were secretly negotiating a surrender with the Allies and took De Weert out of prison to help them out. Before putting him in an Italian tailored suit, he protested, saying, "I don't want to look like a gigolo." Apparently,
Alright, well, so I guess he survived. He had a good life that didn't even kill him or anything. But I mean, at least he gets to go back home.
you can shoot this man a dozen times, blow off his arm, and pepper his body with shrapnel. Just don't put him in an Italian tailored suit, or you will hear about it.
I guess so.
After returning to England, De Weert was sent on a plane for a diplomatic mission in China. Weirdly enough, this plane did not crash, for some reason. De Weert's stay in China was relatively calm compared to his adventurous military years that preceded it. At some point, he was introduced to Mao Zedong and could not help interrupting the future Chinese leader during a speech. He basically told Mao that he was talking out of his ass regarding Chinese military operations against the Japanese, to which Mao simply laughed a bit. It would be safe to say that could have turned out much worse.
It honestly could, dude. Mao Zedong had so much power back then. He literally could have taken De Witt, tied him to the pole like they had there, and literally could have chopped his head off, had him executed by rifles or any other thing. Because communist rulers, bro, they are evil. Like, let's take let's see, any communist ruler of China today. I forgot his name. I think Xi Jinping. There's also Stalin was a really bad guy. Kim Jong Un's really bad too, dude. Look at all of those though. They could, if De Witt was there today and he did that, they literally could have killed him. But I guess Mao Zedong didn't kill him because he didn't want to interfere with the British.
But again, it didn't. After insulting Mao and taking a shit on everything resembling communism during his stay in China, De Weert finally retired in 1947, but not before surviving yet another plane crash.
There's the 5th.
When he was asked about his experiences during wartime, Adrian simply stated, "Frankly, I had enjoyed the war. And why do people want peace if war is so much fun?"
Anyways, I want to thank y'all for watching. Remember, Jesus loves y'all. He always will. I hope y'all like this video, and we'll start doing more Movie Mondays. Remember, if y'all send in any videos, or tell me any videos to watch in the comments and who it's by, I'll watch them, and we'll do it on Movie Monday. Anyways, thank you for watching. Remember, God loves you. There's never enough time to turn to Him, so we got to do it right now. And yeah, remember, preach the gospel too. It doesn't matter what people say. Remember, people hated Jesus before they hated us. So please preach the gospel. And also, It says in the Bible, if you're ashamed of God, then he will be ashamed of you on his second coming. And no one wants that. So I'll pray for all of you that you will come to Jesus if you have not already. And if you already are, then I'll pray that your relationship with him gets even stronger. I hope you'll have a God blessed day or night. Anyways, hope you have a good day. Bye.